Number 61, solve the following simultaneous equation. Log x to base 2 plus 2 log y to base 4 is equals to 4, and the second one, x plus y is equals to 10. So, you see, if you let that to be equation 1 and this is equation 2, so equation 1, you can use lots of logarithms to get rid of the log, isn't it? So equation 1 we have log x to base 2 plus 2 log y to base 4 is equals to 4. So for you to solve using logarithm, the base must be the same, isn't it? The base must be the same. So remember, when you have log y to base 4, that is the same as log y over log 4. Remember, 4 can be factorized to be 2 squared, isn't it? So you see, log y to base 4 is the same as log y over log 4. That is the same as log y over 4 is 2 squared, isn't it? So we have log y over this power 2 is the coefficient of the log, isn't it? So log y over 2 log 4. So you can see here is 1 over 2, isn't it? A half log y over log. This is 2, yes. 2 squared, that is 2 log 2, isn't it? So it is a half log y over log 2, which is a half log y to base 2. So it means this one is the same as a half log y to base 2. So if you multiply it by 2, what do you get? Meaning if you have the 2 log y to base 4, because here we have 2 log y to base 4, isn't it? So it is going to be 2 times log y to base 4. We found it is a half log y to base. So this 2 will cancel with a half, isn't it? So we have here, we now have log x to base 2 plus 2 into, then log y to base 4, we found to be log y to base 4, you found it is a half log y to base. It is a half log y to base 2. So, to be equals to 4. So you can see, on this side of the equation, we have log to base 2. We have log to base 2, meaning we introduce there log 2 to base, because a log of a number to the same base is 1, isn't it? So we now have base 2 throughout. So we get rid of the coefficients, isn't it? We get rid of the coefficient. So here we have log x to base 2 plus 2 goes with a half. You remain with log y to base 2 to be equals to log 2 raised to power 4 to base 2. This 4 becomes the power, isn't it? So there, you can now join this to be one term on either side of the equation using lots of logarithms, isn't it? So if you factorize out log 2 base 2, you get x times y, because log going inside, when this multiplication, it goes to addition. It is the reverse process, isn't it? To be equals to log 2 base 2 of what? 2 raised to power 4 is 16. So you see, we can now ignore the log on both sides of the equation, isn't it? We ignore the log on both sides of the equation. So if we ignore the log on both sides of the equation, we remain with xy is equals to 16, isn't it? So we now have two equations. The first equation is x plus y is equals to 10. The second equation is xy is equals to 16. Are we together? So you can now solve with any method, substitution, elimination, isn't it? So let us say substitution in the second equation. If you divide both sides by y, you get x is 16 over. So if this is equation 1, this is 2. So you substitute where the resides, you put it 16 over y in equation 1, isn't it? So x is 16 over y, then it is plus y to be equals to 10. So for you to solve this, you multiply both sides of the equation by y to get rid of this denominator, isn't it? So y times y cancels with y, you remain with 16 plus y times y squared is equals to 10 times y is 10 1. So what do you get? If you rearrange it in form of a quadratic equation, this is y squared, positive 10y coming this side, it becomes minus 10y. Then here it is plus 16 is equals to 0. So that is a quadratic equation, isn't it? So how do you solve that quadratic equation? A sum of negative 10 and a product of 16. Negative 8 and negative 2, isn't it? Good. That is negative 8 and negative 2. So when we have y squared minus 10y plus 16, we can use factorization, isn't it? So we have it is y squared minus 8y minus 2y plus 16 is equals to 0. So here we have y into, if you factorize out y here, you get y into y minus 8, here negative 2, you remain with y minus 8 is equals to 0, negative 2 into negative 8, you get back your plus 16, isn't it? So here is y minus 2 by y minus 8 is equals to 0. So this means either y minus 2 is equals to 0 or y minus 8 is equals to 0. So what is the first solution here? y1, negative 2 going the other side is positive. y1 is 2 or if you let this to be y2, negative 8 going becomes 8. But what is your x? X is 16 over y, isn't it? So when y is 2, what is x? The first solution. Where there is y, you put to 16 over 2, isn't it? X is 16 over 2, x becomes 8. Or x2, when y is 8, what is x? 16 over 8 is 2. So it means the two solutions are when y is 2, x is 8. And when y is 8, x is 2. So you have two pairs of solution, isn't it? Good. And you have solved that given problem. So when y is 8, x is 2. Or when x is 2, y is 8. Or when x is 8, y is 2. Are we together? Good. So that is how to solve such kind of simultaneous equations.